if you have something big that you really want to achieve, it's time to enter a season of no, especially if you don't have that much time. And for me personally, that season is right now. And so what exactly is a season of no, right? A season of no is saying no to every single thing, every single event, every single person, every single activity, every single habit that doesn't contribute to you achieving that big goal. And so for me right now, basically, I have to produce $3,600, to be exact, $3,592.81 for every single month for the next 5 months. For the next 5 months. And if I don't, I'm royally screwed because my banks and the contracts that I've signed, I'm just screwed, right? And so what is that going to look like for me? It's something that I've struggled with for a big portion of my life, but it's saying no to friends, right? Saying no to going out to cafes and ordering like a $6-7 latte. It's saying no to eating out for lunch, getting popcorn chicken, getting, a quick, I don't know, Chipotle, right? It means saying no to my girlfriend, and this one is extremely hard, right? Saying no to big extravagant dinners, or at least having me pay for it, right? That one hurts, and I'll get to that one in a bit, right? And it also means saying no to family members, right? Saying no to playing games, saying no to spending time with my brothers as much as I'd like to, saying no to favors from my family. There's so many things that I have to say no to that I don't currently do that I have to start doing. Otherwise, I will not hit my goal. Because there's only so much time you have in the day that, if you don't say no, then you're saying no to ultimately the most important thing that you have on your plate right now, which is that big goal, right? Whatever it may be. And so one thing that, I'm just gonna walk through my day, right? And you'll kind of understand. So last night I went to bed and I basically got 2 hours of sleep, and I pushed through it this morning. I trained my client at 5 a.m. I went to Planet Fitness and I went on the treadmill for over an hour, just sending like outbound Loom videos personalized to that person. And then after that, I called Chase and I tried which is my bank, right? And I called to see if I can consolidate all of my credit card debt, and basically have a repayment plan that is lower APR than what I currently have, because it is crippling. It's like 28% APR, right? And I have like $16,000 of debt. So that comes about to be $500, like more than that every single month. And so their plan was for me to basically cut 3 of my credit cards with the highest APR, cut them out completely, close those accounts, and then put me on a plan where I pay $200 for like the next like 6 years, maybe longer, right? But I was just exploring my options, but I cannot take that route. I just cannot. I'm not going to cancel my credit cards. That's stupid, right? But the best thing then that I can do is to make more money than I currently make now, so that I can pay off that debt. And the only way for me to make more money and make that $3,600 around, right, and more, is to say no to all the things that are distracting me from the things that I need to do. For example, all I really need to do is outbound, right? And then also inbound content. That is it. That is literally what is the most important, leverage moving activities that I need to be working on. Everything else I should be saying no to. And that's hard, right? And a prime example of this is this. I currently have a girlfriend, and we've been dating for more than 3 years now. More than 3 years. Almost 3.5. But, we have a thing where sometimes she pays for dinner. Maybe 1 out of 5 dinners she'd pay for, and she'd pay for desserts for the rest of them, right? And then I would take care of the rest. And then I was telling my friends about it, and then they said, dude, me personally, I would pay for every single meal. A particular friend named Varun, he makes a lot of money, and he obviously can afford to do that. I can't though. I cannot. And it's one of those things where, we talked about it, and he's like, don't worry, I'll spot you the next dinner. I'll spot you guys dinner. Just go to Whole Box, which is the restaurant. But it's one of those things where my ego and my pride gets in the way of what needs to get done. My ego and pride gets in the way of telling my girlfriend, hey, money's a little tight. I'm going to have to focus in and lock in for the next month or so. Is it okay if we just, if I cook dinner at home, whatever. Like, I should be having those conversations and saying no to big dinners. Like today, I dropped over $100 on a really nice dinner with my girlfriend. That's stupid. Why am I doing that, right? And I know why I'm doing that. It's because I want to protect my ego. I want to protect my pride. And I don't want her to worry, right? And so it's time to remove all the shame and just focus on what's most important, which is saying no to everything except for outbound, saying outbound to people and also inbound. I have so much to talk about, but we'll talk about it next time. But to sum this all up, right? If you really want to achieve something really big and you are on a time crunch, it is time to enter a season of no. It is time to say no to every single action, every single habit, every single person, every single invite that doesn't contribute to you accomplishing that goal. And for me personally, like, that season literally starts like now. Like, I cannot afford, like, because like I woke up this morning and I was stressed. Like, I was getting anxiety. I was like, shit, like, I gotta get this money fast, I have about, I'll be able to make the payment for the $3,000 this month, but next month I'm a little worried, right? So I need to get chop. And like, it's a good feeling. And the reason why I say it's a good feeling to feel this stress and anxiety is because it's going to make me better. It's going to allow me to shed off this current self and grow into Peter V, 2. So I'm super stoked about that. A funny event happened today. This is a little side tangent, but my parents and my family, they're like, my parents and my brothers, they're going to Vietnam, last minute trip, and they forgot a big pink luggage in the living room. And so they called me last minute, and I basically, drove. I drove at like 85 miles per hour, 90 miles per hour. If you're a law enforcement watching this, that was a joke. I'm over exaggerating. But I made it to the airport. Like, he basically, the plane leaves at 12:50. Like, you have to board by 12:50 a.m. And I arrived at 12:08 a.m. Okay. And I had a pink luggage around me, but I could not find my dad. Like, we were calling each other, but we could not find each other. And I was like, "Dad, where are you? Where are you?" And then I like, we were stressed out because he was like, "Peter, I have to go, but I have to go." And then I started asking around. I was like, "Dude, where is the Tom Bradley International Airport, like, terminal? Like, where do I go? And this lady pointed me to the right place. And I brought the pink. I locked my door, took the pink suitcase, and just started running to where that was. And I was like, oh, and then my dad was like, what airline are you at? And I was like, I have no idea, because I could not find it. I was like, where am I? And I asked this guy, I was like, bro, please, like, can you please tell me, like, where the check-ins are? Like, where are check-ins for the, Bradley Airport? And they're like, it's at level 3. And that's when I realized. I went to the freaking arrival, like, kind of circle in LAX, and not the check-in circle. Like, when you're like kind of like dropping off people. I'm so stupid. But thankfully, I made it in the nick of time. We got the pink luggage on. My dad left, and that was the most adrenaline like I've ever felt. I did blunder majorly with that, with not reading the departure sign versus check-in sign. Versus arrival signs, right? But the biggest thing I'm very happy about is that I decided, to bring that pink suitcase with me while trying to find the Bradley Airport, because I'm gonna be honest, we would have been late, right? And I'm also very glad that I asked around. So this is a mini lesson of today. Besides the entering the season of a no, right? The mini lesson is that if you're ever in need, like, ask for help. And I need to do a better job of this, right? But, like, people are there to help. Like, most people, they're good people, and they'll help you out, because they will feel good about it, and it's gonna help you out. So I have lots more to cover, so much more to cover, that I'm excited to cover, but. Yeah, I have to wake up in approximately, let me check actually. Because it's currently, by the way, Saturday, July 19th, 2:06 a.m. and I got to be up by around 6 a.m. tomorrow. So my sleep has been I'm be honest. I'm gonna be real. Complete dog doo-doo. So hopefully I can get my, I actually not hopefully, I am going to get my rest tomorrow, tomorrow night. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to push myself to the limits. But it really starts with saying no, because every no is a yes to what matters most. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. This is PLOG V10. Oh, yeah, let's just pretend, let's ignore the numericals. Let's just pretend it's 10. I know, oh, 1.10. I know 1.10 is basically, 1.1. And I already had 1.1. So this really makes sense. So I'ma just do, yeah, I'll figure it out. Maybe V111. Let's say V111. Okay, 1.11. All right, but that's pretty much it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. PLOG out. Peace.